Locked out of family Wi-Fi, cut off from groceries inside home, and increasingly consumed by a need to clear his name, in the final days before the shocking murder-suicide, new details reveal the unraveling of Justin Fairfax. According to a detailed report by the Washington Post, those closest to him feared one outcome. What actually happened was far worse. Police say Fairfax fatally shot his estranged wife, Serena Fairfax, inside their Anandale home before taking his own life. Their 2 teenage children were inside the house. One of them called 911. The incident has left a family shattered and raised urgent questions about what led to this moment. In his final weeks, Fairfax's life had narrowed dramatically. According to the Washington Post, he was financially strained, increasingly isolated, and reliant on outside support. He was reportedly locked out of the family Wi-Fi and denied access to groceries, with food kept separately by his estranged wife, who told court she had begun denying Justin Fairfax access to groceries because she was, quote, tired of his constant taking without any semblance of reciprocity, as per friends cited in the report. Fairfax was receiving financial help from friends, family, and even his parish priest to pay court fees and put gas in the tank of his car. At the same time, his focus sharpened around one thing: clearing his name. Friends say he was fixated on past allegations that had derailed his political career, and recent headlines involving Eric Swalwell and other public figures reportedly reignited those grievances. He was reaching out again, emailing, calling, pleading for someone to defend him publicly. Those close to him describe a man who had never moved past 2019. That was the year allegations of sexual assault surfaced, claims he denied, but which effectively ended his political rise. Once seen as a rising star in Virginia politics, he became isolated from his party, struggled professionally, and, according to friends, remained emotionally stuck in that moment. He never got away from that place, one associate told the Washington Post. Even years later, he was still seeking vindication. At his peak, Fairfax had made history, becoming one of the highest-ranking Black elected officials in Virginia. There were even expectations he could become governor. But after the allegations, he faced calls to resign, lost political support, failed in a later gubernatorial run, and struggled to rebuild a legal career. At one point, he secured a major legal settlement, but that momentum didn't last. By his final year, work had slowed, income had dried up, and pressure was mounting. As his professional life declined, his marriage also deteriorated. Court records cited in multiple reports show that Serena Fairfax became the primary earner and caregiver. She handled daily responsibilities, children, home, finances. Tensions escalated into frequent arguments. Eventually, she filed for divorce. In response, Fairfax reportedly resisted leaving the home, concerned it might impact court perceptions. Inside the house, separation became physical and emotional. Limited interaction, parallel routines, increasing detachment. Serena, according to filings, adopted a strategy known as gray rocking, which means remaining neutral to avoid conflict. In Fairfax's final days, friends reportedly began noticing troubling signs: texts that sounded like goodbyes, late-night messages filled with emotion, long phone calls revisiting past grievances. One former colleague even received a call where Fairfax spoke at length about his damaged reputation, collapsing marriage, and his sense that everything was slipping away. At the same time, his living conditions reflected decline: isolation inside his home office, growing detachment from family life, increasing dependence on others for basic needs. Despite encouragement, he reportedly refused professional help. In the last days, small but telling details emerged. His mother reportedly wired money to cover court-related expenses. He continued preparing legal filings, often from outside locations to access Wi-Fi. He was still reaching out to contacts about his reputation. To the very end, that mission to clear his name remained central, but the outcome would take a devastating turn. Now, 2 children are left without parents. Friends describe a double loss: a man they tried to help, a woman remembered for her stability, dedication, care, and a legacy now overshadowed by violence. One associate summed it up starkly, that whatever narrative Fairfax hoped to reclaim has now been permanently altered.